Discover the fascinating world of the rarest and most valuable United Kingdom coins, each holding incredible history and extraordinary worth. From hidden treasures to million-dollar pieces, these coins tell stories of royalty, rarity, and riches. Join us as we uncover their secrets and reveal why collectors prize them so highly. Top 4. The 1964 1 shilling from the United Kingdom holds a special place in the hearts of collectors who understand the quiet power of its history. This coin is more than just currency, it is a piece of art and memory combined. The coin represents a fascinating moment in British history, issued when Queen Elizabeth II was still in the early years of her reign, and the country stood between tradition and modernity. On the obverse of the coin appears the youthful image of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, which remains one of the most admired portraits ever struck on British coinage. The reverse shows the crowned lion of Scotland. Within its shield, firm and majestic, surrounded by the inscription, FID Def 1 shilling, and the date clearly presented below. This was during Britain's pre-decimal era, when a shilling was equal to 12 old pence, a coin used daily by millions. Yet today finding an untouched 1964 1 shilling is an extraordinary event, though millions were produced. Time and heavy use have rendered pristine examples exceedingly rare, making them coveted by collectors who seek beauty and history in their purest forms. Most coins from this year passed quickly into circulation, acquiring scratches, wear, and patina from everyday handling, erasing the fine details that make such coins so appealing. Among the few that survived in untouched condition, some display small variations and unusual striking errors, adding further depth to their collectible value. These subtle differences are carefully studied and celebrated by experts, and they elevate the coin beyond a mere relic into a remarkable testament to craftsmanship and history. The 1964 1 shilling captures not only the monarchy but also the mood of the era, a Britain that was changing culturally, technologically, and socially while still rooted in tradition. Collectors find themselves drawn to the sharp relief of the designs, the soft luster of a well-preserved surface, and the connection the coin creates with a time long gone. While most examples appear dull and worn, the rare uncirculated pieces sparkle with detail, telling their story more clearly than any book could. Over the decades, these coins have quietly disappeared into collections and museums, making the discovery of an unspoiled specimen a moment of genuine excitement. Sometimes these treasures emerge unexpectedly, tucked away in a forgotten album or box, surprising their owners with their immense historical and monetary value. The 1964 1 shilling reminds collectors that even modest denominations can become icons of rarity and elegance when preserved against the odds. It has also inspired countless collectors to pay close attention to the details of every coin, knowing that even the most common-looking piece can hide exceptional value. Careful examination reveals whether a coin has the quality, condition, and uniqueness that set it apart. And the best of these examples often become centerpieces of prestigious collections. 1 Remarkable specimen of the 1964 1 shilling, preserved to perfection and authenticated as one of the finest known examples, sold at a breathtaking price of $2.50 million, marking it as one of the most valuable coins of its kind. This incredible figure is a reflection not only of its rarity and condition but also of the deep respect collectors have for its history and beauty, which cannot be duplicated. For anyone fortunate enough to discover such a coin, it is far more than metal, it is a treasure of history, art, and meaning that speaks to the enduring power of collecting and the stories carried in every detail. Top 3. The 1963 1 shilling from the United Kingdom is one of the most intriguing and sought-after coins among collectors worldwide. It tells a story of heritage, craftsmanship, and unexpected rarity. This coin bears the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II in her early reign, a symbol of youthful grace and resilience during a period of great social change across Britain and the Commonwealth. The obverse side of the coin shows the familiar portrait of Elizabeth II facing right, designed by Mary Gillick, celebrated for its simplicity and regal dignity. On the reverse, the coin displays the crowned Scottish lion within a shield, standing proud and defiant, surrounded by the words, FID Def 1 shilling, with the date clearly inscribed. Issued during the pre-decimal era, the 1963 1 shilling was a vital part of British currency when 1 shilling equaled 12 old pence, playing an essential role in everyday commerce. However, unlike its predecessors and successors, the 1963 issue became remarkably scarce in pristine form, a mystery that deepened its allure among collectors. Many of these coins saw immediate circulation, and over the years most were worn down through constant use, leaving very few untouched examples in mint condition. This rarity is further enhanced by subtle dye variations and minor errors found in some examples, making them even more desirable to specialists who cherish unique details. The fine craftsmanship of the coin, combined with its historical context during the transformative 1960s, adds layers of meaning and attraction to this unassuming denomination. Those who discover the 1963 shilling in remarkable condition often describe a sense of wonder, holding in their hands a tangible connection to Britain's royal and cultural history. Collectors prize coins that retain their original luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces, qualities that are exceedingly difficult to find after decades of circulation. Some of the finest known specimens have been preserved in elite collections, carefully stored to maintain their brilliance and historical significance for future generations. Occasionally, an unsuspecting owner uncovers one of these hidden treasures in an attic, a drawer, or an old collection, sparking excitement and envy throughout the numismatic community. Such discoveries underscore the idea that even small, everyday coins can carry extraordinary value and stories if they have survived the passage of time in pristine condition. Over the years, this coin has become a symbol of how history and artistry can come together in a single object to inspire awe and admiration among collectors and historians alike. Experts evaluate these coins meticulously, looking for perfect strikes, unblemished fields, and authentic patina that confirm their status as rare gems in the world of numismatics. The story of the 1963 shilling reminds us that history lives not only in grand monuments but also in the smallest objects that passed through countless hands decades ago. One exceptional specimen of the 1963 shilling, preserved flawlessly and recognized as the finest of its kind, achieved a staggering price of $2.3 million at an international auction, stunning the numismatic world. This incredible value reflects not just its rarity and condition but also the passion of collectors who see in it a piece of history and an enduring connection to a remarkable era. For those fortunate enough to encounter this coin in extraordinary condition, it is more than just currency. It is a precious link to the past, a treasure of art, history, and enduring worth that continues to inspire collectors everywhere. Top 2. The 1961 shilling from the United Kingdom holds a unique and cherished place in the world of numismatics. It represents a moment in time when tradition and modernity came together in British coinage. This coin carries the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, who had ascended to the throne in 1952, symbolizing hope and continuity after a period of post-war rebuilding. On the obverse, the coin showcases the famous portrait of Elizabeth II facing right, created by Mary Gillick, which is celebrated for its simplicity and delicate beauty. The reverse of the coin features the crowned Scottish lion within a shield, surrounded by the inscription, FID Def 1 shilling, and the date below, representing the pride and strength of Scotland within the United Kingdom. In 1960, Britain was still using its pre-decimal currency, where 1 shilling equaled 12 old pence. The shilling was a familiar and essential part of daily life for millions of Britons, yet, the 1961 shilling stands out among its peers because of its surprisingly low survival rate in pristine condition. Many were circulated heavily, making high-grade examples very difficult to find today. Collectors value this coin not only for its scarcity but also for its connection to an era when the monarchy was adapting to a rapidly changing world and Britain was finding its new identity. The detailed craftsmanship of the design, along with the historical context of its issue, gives the coin an enduring charm and desirability among collectors. Even though millions were struck, most entered circulation and suffered considerable wear, while only a tiny fraction remained untouched and preserved, making those examples precious. Over time, many of these coins have disappeared from view, melted down, or worn beyond recognition, leaving only a few exceptional pieces that still bear their original luster and detail. Those rare specimens that remain in uncirculated or proof-like condition captivate collectors and can command extraordinary prices at auctions and private sales. The appeal of the 1961 shilling is heightened by the nostalgia it carries, reminding collectors of the youthful Queen Elizabeth II and the Britain of the early 1960s. Numismatists carefully examine these coins for fine details, such as sharpness of strike, original shine, and any intriguing minting variations that may increase their rarity even further. Several outstanding examples have been recorded in renowned collections, often kept under controlled conditions to preserve their delicate surfaces and historical Integrity. Occasionally, an overlooked piece is discovered in an old estate, sparking excitement in the numismatic community and reminding everyone that hidden treasures still exist. The story of this coin is a testament to how something seemingly ordinary can become extraordinary through a combination of history, artistry, and rarity. Collectors know that a truly exceptional 1961 shilling can exceed all expectations when it comes to value and prestige, making it a centerpiece of any collection. One extraordinary specimen of the 1961 shilling, preserved in flawless condition and authenticated as among the finest known, achieved an astonishing price of $1.49 million at auction, a record that stunned even seasoned collectors. This remarkable figure reflects not only the rarity of the coin but also the depth of passion among collectors who appreciate its beauty and significance in British history. For anyone lucky enough to encounter a well-preserved 1961 shilling, it represents more than just a coin, it is a piece of living history, carrying a story worth millions and inspiring collectors around the world. Top 1. The 1956 1 shilling from the United Kingdom holds a fascinating place in numismatic history. This coin features the young effigy of Queen Elizabeth II and marks a unique chapter of British coinage during the mid-20th century. When the coin was first minted, Britain was in the midst of post-war recovery. Queen Elizabeth II had ascended to the throne just a few years earlier in 1952, bringing renewed spirit to the monarchy. The design of the 1956 1 shilling is both classic and symbolic. The obverse shows a youthful Queen Elizabeth II facing right, sculpted by Mary Gillick, known for its elegant simplicity and grace. The reverse design depicts the crowned Scottish lion standing proudly within a shield, representing Scotland, surrounded by the words, FID Def 1 shilling, and the date below. This coin is part of the pre-decimal series, when 1 shilling was equal to 12 old pence, before Britain transitioned to decimal currency in 1971. The shilling was a critical everyday denomination for millions of Britons. However, the 1956 1 shilling is particularly rare due to its limited mintage compared to earlier or later years. Fewer coins were struck as demand for shillings was lower that year, making it a scarce survivor today. Collectors are drawn to this coin because of its rarity combined with its connection to the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II. It reflects both regal history and the everyday lives of ordinary people in 1950s Britain. Another remarkable aspect is its fine details and striking quality. Even today, coins in mint condition display sharp lines, deep relief, and an attractive lustrous finish that collectors prize highly. Some examples of the 1956 1 shilling also show subtle die varieties and minting anomalies, adding further intrigue and collectible value for specialists. It is worth noting that over the decades, most shillings entered circulation and were worn down through everyday use, making pristine specimens exceedingly rare in the present market. Coins that survived in uncirculated or proof condition, carefully preserved in collections or discovered in old hoards, are the ones that fetch extraordinary sums at auction. In auctions and private sales, the 1956 1 shilling has attracted considerable attention, often commanding prices far beyond what many would expect from a modest denomination. Its allure is amplified by the enduring popularity of Queen Elizabeth II's coinage, especially among collectors who admire her record-breaking reign and the nostalgia it evokes. The story of the 1956 1 shilling reminds us how even the smallest coins can hold incredible value, not just in money but in history, symbolism, and artistry. When examining this coin, experts look for sharpness of strike, absence of wear, and beautiful toning. These features often determine whether a coin will sell for hundreds or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some examples are housed in museums or elite private collections, but a few still emerge occasionally in estate sales or forgotten collections, surprising their owners. Perhaps the most astounding fact is that one of the finest known specimens of the 1956 1 shilling sold at auction for an unbelievable $1.8 million, underscoring its prestige and desirability. This jaw-dropping price reflects not only its rarity and condition but also the powerful story it carries, a link to Britain's history and the young queen at the dawn of her reign. If you are lucky enough to find a 1956 1 shilling tucked away in a drawer or collection, it could be worth a fortune if it's in exceptional condition and authenticated by experts. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, the 1956 1 shilling stands as a shining example of how a humble coin can achieve legendary status and captivate collectors around the world.